Good morning and welcome to the Daily Gaffer with me, Jess, also known as Mr. Continental. It's just struck me that the Daily Gaffer is a weekly segment, not a daily segment. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get straight into it. Today we will be looking at 5 papers: the Mirror, Daily Express, the Eye, bit of a random one, Daily Mail, and the Guardian. International break. So as you can expect, most of the papers will be talking about what's happened last night in the international fixtures, and mainly England, Northern Ireland and Scotland. Mirror and Mirror Sport. Hold on tight. England had a friendly last night. They won 3-0 against the Republic of Ireland. Scotland, they came through their Euro qualifier and they will now face England in the Euros. First time the two teams are meeting since that infamous game in 1996 when Gazza scored that goal. And this is actually Scotland's first tournament since World Cup 98. So big day for them. In fact, last time Scotland were at a tournament, Kieran Tierney was 1 year old. Yeah, crazy. Gareth Southgate says he hopes fans can give England a boost. So he wants England fans at Wembley for the tournament to really boost up their squad and give them a chance of winning. Also, young Jamel Musa has been told that he can become a star for England. So this is Jamel Musa, 17-year-old winger, attacking midfielder, who was born in Germany, spent most of his childhood here in the UK, but now is back at Germany, and apparently has put England ahead of Germany. Good one for the future. Surprisingly, not an armchair gaffer one to watch. I don't know how he slipped under the radar, but I'm putting him on right now. So Jamel Musa is a one to watch from me. And sticking with the Mirror, on news that's not internationally orientated, it's Ed Woodward saying we still trust Ollie. The Manchester United executive vice chairman gave Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a vote of confidence after the first quarter financial results came through, and he's basically backing his man. Chairmen always back their man right before they replace him, so we'll see how this one goes. Next we have the good old Daily Express, and again they're leading with Bring It On, England versus Scotland in the Euros. But on the side here they say Iceland head to Wembley. England will be allowed to play their home game against Iceland at Wembley next month after government U-turn. England versus Iceland was due to be in Albania because of all the restrictions around COVID and travel. However, the government have granted Iceland an emergency COVID travel visa to fly over from Denmark and play England. It's a bit crazy that they'll allow Iceland to come over and play, but they will not allow grassroots football to go ahead. It's a bit daft if you ask me, but hey, what do I know? I'm just an armchair gaffer from the continent. Oh, that's good. Good. Very good. Jesus. Alright, next we have The Eye. This was actually one of my favourite papers to read when I still read newspapers. I don't anymore. I'm literally just doing this for you guys. That's how much I love you armchair gaffers. Eye is running the story about Clarke. So Clarke loses FIFA and UEFA roles after offensive remarks. As I'm sure you're all aware, Clarke stepped down from the FA this week after he said some things which, depending on how you interpret them, could be seen one way or the other. The story goes, Clarke has stepped down from his role as FIFA vice president and will no longer represent UEFA on the world governing body's ruling council. Yeah, not a good week for him. I mean, he said some things, depends how you want to take it, but the backlash is that he's had to step down from FIFA, UEFA, and the FA. It's not the best of weeks for him. The Eye also goes on to say about Joe Gomez. Very, very tough time for Liverpool fans at the moment. Joe Gomez has added to their injury woes, which include Van Dijk. I think Trent's out as well. They've got one fit defender, I think, Joe Matip. And they sold the best defender in the world, Dejan Lovren, as you all know. Yeah, I'm sure they're missing him right now. But yeah, it goes on to say, Gomez avoids ligament damage but faces long spell on the sidelines. The centre-back who was set to be involved in 3 Lions games against the Republic of Ireland, Belgium and Iceland damaged a tendon in his left knee while training at St George's Park. So it wasn't as bad as first feared, but he still faces a lengthy spell on the sidelines. Our thoughts are with the friends and family of young Joseph Gomez in this trying time. Not easy for any football player, and especially one as young as him. Also in the eye, Grealish puts down a marker as supporting castmate case. England's squad last night, some people may say it was a bit of a supporting cast. You know, the likes of Mings, Keane, James, Winks, Saka, Grealish, surprisingly. And some of these players have put down a marker to really make a stake for Gareth Southgate's main squad. Surprisingly, for a lot of people, Grealish isn't considered as a starter for Gareth Southgate. And it makes you think, what has he got to do? He was excellent against Arsenal, excellent against Liverpool. He's been their standout player, and I think most papers gave him a 9 out of 10 rating for his performance yesterday. So it makes you think, what has young Grealish got to do to really stake his claim in the England squad? And also as well, wouldn't it be great to see the same link-up that they have at Villa with Grealish and Barkley in the England team? I know Barkley isn't really considered an England starter at the moment, but he works well with Grealish, so who knows what can happen there. That was the eye. Now we are going on to the Daily Mail. They are leading with the story of the bailout that League One clubs are demanding from the Premier League. The League One clubs want a grant, not a loan. They want a £50 million to help them survive this testing time brought along by COVID. And on top of that, Championship clubs also want a £200 million loan to help them complete their season, which they say they cannot do without the support. Also on the back page, there's a very small story here. Oh my goodness. PL star arrested on suspicion of rape. You never like to hear that. You never like to hear anything of the sort. But the Premier League star has been arrested on suspicion of false imprisonment, and rape. Sportsmail are aware of the player's identity but is unable to reveal it for legal reasons. The player has since been arrested and released pending an investigation. So, yeah, not a nice one there. Lastly, we go on to The Guardian. I used to like this paper as well, but fell out of love with it. Headline: Bravehearts in Belgrade, and this is referring to Scotland's penalty shootout victory last night, which ensured their spot in Euro 2020, which is being played in 2021 for obvious reasons, and they will be facing England in the group. So a chance to renew some old rivalries there, and also Iceland granted COVID visa, all the while we cannot go to the park and play with our mates. That was it from the Daily Gaffer this week. Very internationally centered segment for obvious reasons, international breaks. Let us know what you think. Recommend any papers you think I should go through, even online publications, even foreign ones, and I will do our best to get it to you. Peace.